أعزائي المشاهدين، أهلا وسهلا بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي. كما عودناكم في كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات. قصة نجاح أتتنا إلى الدولة منذ عام 2013. Madam Grammatiki, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company. Our team said to you, welcome in our program.
It is a pleasure to have you here.
And we would like to know about yourself. Who's Grammatika when she came to this country at the first time and what she's doing at this moment?
I'm Grammatiki Zamani. I'm an architect engineer. I did all my studies in Greece, in the National Technical University of Athens. I'm hailing from the northern Greece and I've been in the UAE for 10 years now. When I finished my studies, I started working in Athens, but you know, the crisis all around Europe was very, very harsh at the moment. So I took the leap of faith and I said, I'm gonna go to the UAE. And yeah, that's how I came here. And I'm very grateful that things worked out.
Let's talk about young lady when she have 11 years only and she take the decision to be here now. Can we know about this story, please?
So I kind of knew that I wanted to be an architect since I was very, very young. I'm very lucky to have grown up in a very nice family. We had a beautiful house with a big garden, but it was a typical house of the 90s. So when I was 11 years old, a new schoolmate arrived at the school, and she invited me for a play date. My parents took me there, and when I reached, I started realizing that something is different. So I went closer and I entered the house. The windows were from top to ceiling. The volumes of the house itself, of the residence, were different. There was a beautiful skyline on the ceiling that was letting the light come in where we were sitting, and then there was a mezzanine on the second floor. Everything was different. And I understand I say different a lot, but this is exactly what it was. A different feeling that I couldn't perceive, but I was very overwhelmed. So I told my friend that their house is so pretty. And she looked at me and she said, yeah, I know. My aunt, that is an architect, designed it. So that very moment, I said, I want to be an architect. The decision was taken. My parents' background is not related to the field. So I didn't know much about the studies or about the narrative of architecture, but the decision was taken. What architecture actually is came a lot later, settled in my mind.
Crisis in your country, so did you continue your dream to come to UAE? So how did the idea of UAE come to you?
That's a good question. I never really thought about an answer to this question. How did UAE come in place? I guess, again, overwhelmed about the architecture and about all the situation here, all those things that were happening that you would only hear on TV. I didn't have anyone here. I came searching for a job. So I didn't even have a job to come to.
Can I say gamble?
It was a leap of faith, not a gamble. I will say a leap of faith. But then when I came here, help found me. 3 months later, after I came, I found here my now husband and managing director of kiklos. And I worked as a consultant in different firms and as a freelancer for a while. And then in 2020, I decided that now is time to start my own firm. Kiklos has been twirling in my mind for a while.
7 years enough to take decision, or Corona push you up to open the company?
Actually, we founded Kiklos before this thing blows up. So I would say that it was a year before we finally decided to found Kiklos, that we've been discussing about it. And my narrative, why I wanted to found my own business, was mainly the working environment. Toxicity in working environments can be very high. And since I wanted to have a family, I had seen before that mothers weren't very supported in the field. So I said, I'm gonna create a business that is gonna be a pleasant working environment for people with the same mindset than me, like me, and and create a happy place that people are going to be feeling safe to create and to move forward.
From North Village in your country to country which have more than 200 different nationalities, we can talk about many cultures, different materials, weather, all of it different than your country. So how the designer start understanding what he want to choose for materials?
It was a very interesting shock coming to the UAE. I come from a country from a very small place, and I moved to Athens, that you don't see many people that are foreigners. But that was a challenge, and I think it was very well taken from my side. Design is universal. Especially my approach as an architect is human-centered. At the end of the day, all humans have similar needs. They're not the same. So to me, it wasn't a very difficult thing to adjust the design to the people's needs. It's all about paying attention, hearing a lot, and translating their needs into build space wasn't that difficult.
Designer, he's same like an artist. The artist, he don't have limit with thinking and dreaming, so he can do whatever he coming in his mind. But if there's budget, we cannot handle it or control it. How we can give the best design with the limited budget?
Our clients choose us because we consider their budget from the inception of the design. So the budget goes aligned with the synthesis of the space. There is a lot of transparency in our conversations, so it's all about planning ahead to meet the desired budget.
Kiklos, how many person under his umbrella?
We are a very creative, highly effective team of 6 people.
How did you choose them?
So, whilst our collaborators should have a very strong background in education and technical skills, our main concern is the values they carry. We are very cautious on all the new additions, because we want the people working for Kiklos to be aligned with our ethos. Being a B Corp certified business talks by itself about how ethically we operate. So we need all the people working with us to be aligned with that. So we focus a lot on the values, on the principles, because we really think that technical skills can be enhanced, and we are happy to foster that. But values is something integrated into a person's personality.
And how you can build the relation with them more stronger?
How, sorry?
You can build the relation with them more stronger.
So, like you see around, we are trying to have our office as an extension of our house. We treat people the way we would like to be treated as human. We allow creativity to flourish. We are there to guide our more junior members towards the place they would reach anyway, but it's all about helping them reaching there a bit faster.
Challenge in UAE is so strong. All the people have same opportunity that you have it. So I would like to talk about the materials or building materials that always have up-to-date, upgrade, many new materials coming to the market. You need to choose it and see it by yourself. How you follow up with what's going on?
The way we are trying to do that is by being updated on the new materials that are available on the market. There are some brilliant new materials that are net zero that we recommend to our clients. We specify them on our designs. And we also keep in very close contact with suppliers that, again, they end up being friends of ours, and they are helping us make the right decisions for the appropriate materials.
What do you like more, starting from scratch or renovate some houses?
That's, well, both of them have their merits. It's always interesting to repurpose an existing shell. We cannot keep building without thinking what's going to happen to the existing, let's say, residences. It's very intriguing to try to fit a new function in an old shell. That's very challenging. On the other hand, when you get a sand pit and you start bringing your first lines to create the grid, that's also very, very interesting. And what's the beauty of this process is that you design a window and you are able to create what this window is going to be overlooking at, or you shape the space and you can create better the lines and the way the corridors are going to be looking. They're both very, very interesting. What's key is that we are trying to highly customize the designs to the users. So we don't have solutions out of the shelf. And I think that's what makes both perspectives equally interesting.
What is kiklos aim?
What is kiklos aim? We want to be sustainable as a business. We want to be, I want our team to grow organically. And I would like to keep changing, touching the lives of people with our design.
Most important thing to make our art more complete, the finishing materials. We need to talk about it and how we can let our customer accept it.
Well, a visit in our office of a potential client is exactly that. Like, we emphasized a lot on the finishings, on the different textures. I think that when you present an innovative, budget-friendly solution out of the box to somebody, there is no way for them not to accept it and not to embrace it. So at the end of the day, this is why our clients come to us.
After Corona, we shift to digital age. Everyone starts talking about AI, and the AI will hit the designer's door. Did the AI hit your door or still?
Well, being in contact with academia, I'm teaching at Canadian University. I must say that AI is knocking everybody's door. My question to that is, what is the designer's, any designer's position? Still, AI works because there is a user giving instructions and guiding the system. So like any other innovation, it's all about how we choose to use it. My mindset has always been designed to build. So still, a concept that is being designed needs to be engineered to be built. So I really think that AI is only going to enhance our work as architects, but I don't think that eliminating completely the human factor is at all a case.
If we ask you personally, who built your character?
My parents, a lot. I have very loving parents that have been very strict. My husband helped me a lot to evolve, and I think that the most important event that shaped me to what I am today is becoming a mother, because that's when I realized that my patience can up level. My time is more than I think, and I started seeing life with more tolerance and a bit more laid back. So I think that these are the aspects. Also, having lived in different places, having left my family's home very young and never gone back, was like, the birds that leave the nest, but you are already equipped to fly.
Mother, wife, businesswoman at the same time. How you can handle the time?
It is very challenging. I'm not one of those women who go out and say that is easy and women can do everything. They can, but it is a very difficult job. Being a mother, being a business owner, being a wife, and an educator is a big challenge. What I suggest to all women to do is to find other women that are supportive to that. I'm very lucky to have brilliant colleagues, but also enablers, male enablers. We can only thrive if we have people around us to support us. No one can stand by himself. No business can go high without a strong team supporting the work. So as a wife, I would say I'm very lucky to have a great husband. As a mother, God has blessed me with a brilliant son. As a business owner, I'm extremely lucky to have a beautiful team supporting the efforts. So kiklos achievements belong to all of us. And teaching, I think that my mom again is a teacher, so I am trying to pass what I know to the new generation. So,
when we talk about the culture that we are living, or Middle East culture, we would like or ask you to give an advice for all the housewives over the world go through the business.
The housewives. Being a housewife is the most difficult job a woman can have, because you have a lot of people depending 100% on you, because you're always there. A woman that has a job out of the house together with her job, because all of us do, in the house, gets more independency because people around her learn to be more independent. So my advice to all the housewives is to be very strong, because they really are doing the hardest of all the jobs available. But also, if they have a feeling that they are not content doing just that, it's always good to take a few steps to teach people around them to become more independent, and remind them that doing things for themselves is also a very big thing.
Also, there is many newcomers coming here to prove themselves or looking for their opportunity. What they need to prepare before they come?
Prepare. Opportunities are plenty here. what we are missing is content. We see a lot of people coming here, opportunity. How do you say that? Just to make a flash and go. My advice is to come in this land without a plan for how long you're gonna stay, because that's a limitation. You come again with a leap of faith, and you build a plan on the way, because really opportunities here are plenty. It's all about how you're going to handle them. I always say that help and kindness are gonna find you when it's time.
Madam, we are here because your company one of the best. When we talk about one of the best, we need to remember His Highness World Sheikh Mohammed, that he mentioned in his book, it's hard to be number one, but the hardest to stay on the same level. How we can be always in the top and never go any step back in our business life.
I think that while climbing up, we should always remember where we started. Building, to me, is always about building a brilliant team. Like what we see happening in this country is exactly that. A strong team that has the same focus to keep taking the country forward. So I think that any business who focuses on building on its team and moving steps, secure steps towards the right direction is the key. We must not forget where we wanted to reach when we started the journey.
You are manager or leader?
I think I'm more a leader than a manager. The only people I have respected deeply in my life since I was young were the ones who were leading by example. They were showing us the way by going there. So I want to believe that I am this type of leader.
Finally, this country which gives us many opportunity, land of opportunity, Dubai or UAE, we can say the safest country in the world.
It is.
So, starting from His Highness Sheikh Zayed, the one who built this country, and some of Zayed, they make it number one in the world. So what you will say for your leaders and government for all this opportunity that we have?
It's a sincere thank you for creating this safe country and for enabling all of us to come here, build our businesses, and lead them to thrive. It's just a very sincere thank you.
And from our side, we will say to you, thank you so much for spending your time with our team, and welcome again in Emirati. Thank you.